Yo, how you girl? It's LadyChann, but nonetheless, and welcome to Come Box with Chann. Hi, show. Shelton Moore. Salute, King. H Money. Salute, King. You know it's a eternal salute. The Kings are in the house. I'm trying something new because I did it so I could call more people, but it's got me in as I think as my not my Instagram, my Facebook, which I'm seeing it reply as that, but that's cool because that's my can't post comments to some destinations. All right, just learning this. Okay, so Fight Fan Figures, he's running late. Fight Fan, you wanted to do a late one because you said I wasn't going to do today, but hey. Well, what I was going to do today, what I'm doing today is like off the fly, weekly wrap up in the world of boxing. There's a lot to start with. There's a lot to. Sammy Ali, salute H Money. Salute H Money. Salute King. Oh, I can see some little emojis up there, laughing ones and stuff. I've never seen this before. This is new to me. I'm just gonna quickly salute all you guys. Salute Shelton. Always a great supporter. You know. Lisa, do you want to come and have a chat with me about some current affairs? If you want to, I'll start. If you want to, I'll put the link. Anybody can actually come in. Fight Fan Figures is running late, so he's running mad late. It's already 20 past 11 UK time here, so yeah. Oh, we love you, LadyChann. I love you, Sammy Ali. Salute, little prince, soon to be a king, young king already, actually. Tommy's reviews. Salute, King. Sup. Shelton, everybody's in the chat. Just the little old regulars, eh? Let's go. So I'll put the link in. Whoever wants to drop by and say hi, you're more than welcome. Está bien. Tú sabes. Okie dokie. So, where shall we start a week in boxing with no notes? No notes, because usually I just will bounce off Leon and stuff like that. This is telling me some new stuff. Let me just, sorry. Yeah. Okay, Queen. Okay, so my first super. Oh my God, Lisa, $20. You are a don. Thank you so much. Lisa, my first super chat. I could wipe a tear from my eye with my imaginary tissue. I think it's behind me. Lisa, thank you so much. Thank you. You know what I'm actually going to be putting any donations into? I'm going to get a new Mac to get some new programs to enhance the show, to enhance the channel. So, you know, it's always mad appreciative and working hard to get to this so we can get to different stages of the Chris Ariola on here. Yeah. We've got the queen. Lisa, thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
Oh my God, I'm so gassed. Thank you so much. Massively.
You're welcome. I heard you said the other day.
Yeah, go
ahead.
I
got an echo.
Yeah, it's not me. We got the king as well. Is it you, Lisa? Is it playing on your phone?
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Let me go out and come back in.
All right, cool. Shelton!
What's up, Chann? How you doing, man?
What's up? I'm here, man. Just here.
I see. And you monetize. I gotta hit you up.
I'm monetized. Yay! It took me about 6 months, but hey, every donation is appreciated because it's going to go back into the channel. I've got so much bits and things. I want to run competitions and stuff like that. So, you know, it will just help the channel grow and stuff. So, yeah, I massively appreciate Lisa the Queen, $20.
I see that.
I know.
I see that. That's really good.
I know. Lisa the girl. No way. We've got another one coming in. You guys, I love you. Sammy, Sammy, I know you. Sammy's a young'un, man. Young King is cool. I got you. I massively even more appreciate that because you are a young'un. And you know when you're a young'un and he's an amateur boxer. Every coin counts. You know.
Hey,
so
appreciate you, Sammy. That's good shit.
Yeah, man. So guys, I just wanna I wanna talk about Lise. Are you all right? Is there an echo?
Hello?
Wait.
Yeah. Is there no?
I still hear it.
I got it too. I'm gonna go out and come back and see the change.
I hear an echo with you too.
Yeah. I'm gonna go out and see the change.
It can't be. Yeah, go out and come back in. Can you hear it with us two, Lise? It's better now.
I don't hear it. I don't hear it with you, Chann. But I hear it with me. And I heard it with Shelton.
Oh. No, you get monetized and the channel starts to go downhill.
Oh, God.
It's a trade-off. It's a trade-off.
Wait a minute. Send another link.
Send another link?
Yeah, let me see.
All right. Lisa wants me to send another link.
Can you hear me?
Yep. Lisa,
do you have your phone and you can hear?
Oh, wait. It could be me. Could be me. Check 1 2.
Hello?
It's stopped now, isn't it?
Yeah, it stopped a little bit. It got a little delay, but it stopped.
I think it was me because
Yeah.
I had a tab open on my computer that was YouTube tab.
Okay.
Yeah. Lisa, it was me. Come in. Come through like the MAFUGGIN. Whoa. I can't swear as much anymore.
You know what I want to talk about?
What? Oh, 1 second, Shell. Just pause. Oh, fight fans! Is that a guilty one because you late? Fight fan figures, you are the best. You know it was cool. Come through. I told you, come through when as soon as you touch back into your house because I know it's been a long day for you. So massively appreciate that, fight fan. It's just the £20, no words. You're the best. I got the best people. Lisa's back in. Lisa, it was me because I had a tab open.
Oh,
it was me. I had a tab open on the top of my on my Chrome, Google Chrome. It had a YouTube tab open on the Chrome. Yeah, I still hear it now.
I'm still echoing.
It is a slight one. Have you changed devices? It's not that bad.
No.
It's not that bad. I can't really hear it. It's faint. Yeah. Shelton wants to start with something, so let's see what Shelly wants to start with. Shelton.
Okay.
What do you want to start with, King?
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay. We got this kid Belenga fighting Saturday.
Who is he?
Edgar Belenga.
I don't know him.
I think he's 17-0, 17 knockout.
Who's he fighting? What weight cat?
168.
So he's a super middle. Who's he fighting?
A tomato can. But that's my point.
But I don't know any of them, so that's bad. I don't even know this guy.
Yeah, I have no idea. This guy he's fighting, I've never heard of him.
Let me just check.
Yeah.
1 sec. On a box rec, so I can get a
Got like 17 first. Oh, God.
Is he
He's Puerto Rican.
He's not the one that's fighting. No. That's someone. That's a UK.
This is a top rank card.
This is yeah. That's why I probably sometimes we're not even getting that card. Spell his name for me. What's his name?
BERLANGA. Berlanga.
Oh, Edgar Berlanga.
Yeah.
Okay, 23, Brooklyn, New York, super middle, orthodox, and let me see his. So he's 16 and 0.
16 knockouts, right?
And 16 knockouts.
Yeah. But he's not fighting nobody.
So why?
So the thing is, what do we know? This guy has never got any rounds in. I think all these knockouts in the first round.
Yeah, that's not good.
They are first round.
Oh, well, that's not good. Well, maybe they're putting him in with someone that's durable then.
They need to put him in with somebody who's going to extend him.
Yeah.
So we can see what he's got.
I'm just looking at the people that he's fought.
Right.
No, not really. Okay, so yeah, he's fought a lot of people that have lost a lot as well, but then he's fought some people that haven't, so it's weird, yeah.
But the thing is, if you don't get no rounds for this kid, right? Eventually you're going to put him in there with somebody that he's not going to be able to knock out, but he's not going to have the experience or the endurance to make it through the fight. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. And he's 6'1" as well. So he's a big boy at super middle. Yeah, this is the same kind of, I could say this is the same kind of instance with Vargas and Ben. Like, he knocked him out in the first round, but we still need to see you do some rounds. With someone on the same level as Vargas that will take you into more rounds, or a bit better than Vargas. Maybe same level, a bit better than Vargas. Because all of and if you'll say all of these have been round one knockouts or stoppages or whatever, that means he's only done 16 rounds.
Facts.
Yeah, maybe that's why they're putting him with the tuna can, because the tuna can. Who is the tuna can?
I never heard of this dude. Never heard of him. Lisa, you heard of him?
It's so soul destroying.
What's his name again?
I don't know. He's fighting.
This echo is driving me crazy. Wait a minute.
He's fighting on the 24th of April. Is it Demond Nicholson, yeah?
Yeah. Nicholson.
Demond Nicholson.
Never heard of that dude.
23, 3-1.
And that's the damn shame. If you 23, 3-1, and nobody's ever heard of you. So who have you been fighting?
That's why I'm trying to be going to his box, Rick.
Ask the chat, do they hear the echo?
Do you know who? Oh, the chat. Do you hear an echo? H Money, come through if you want. H Money might know who this cat is. Super middle.
He might.
Yeah.
I never heard of the dude.
28. 6 foot, 73-inch reach. He's from Maryland. Who's he for?
No, I never heard of that.
No. I don't know who he is. His record's pretty much not great either.
But I know
people with more losses than wins, a lot of them. 11 and 19, 28 and 14, 28 and 5, 16. No, that was a good one, but that was a draw. Yeah, no. I hate.
They probably gonna put him in there soon with somebody.
It's soul destroying when it's like that. I think it's soul destroying when. What do you think, Lise? You got another super chat.
I think they're gonna put him in there with somebody.
You guys are spoiling me. I want to cry. Thank you so much.
Today.
Late show 42. Big up yourself. Salute, King. Remember we always say the lions in the States. He's the one that comes through and always lions in the States. There's a lioness in the camp. Yeah. Oh, Fight Fangs. Figure says 10 minutes. Come through, Fight Fans.
That's right, Fight Fans. Come through.
I think it's soul destroying when it's fights like this. That's why I don't know about them. So. I have no comment. I don't know what to say. I think that's just dead. Is that? Do you guys pay for that? It's just on what?
No,
On
this
your,
is free.
Oh, it's on, it better be. It's on your cable package.
Yeah,
Correct.
It's on ESPN.
Oh, on ESPN. That is gonna be. Is it? So everybody's watching it. I guess. All right. I might try and watch it just to see what it's all about. But Saturday, what do we have Saturday coming in the?
You guys
UK?
got a fight.
We do, don't we? Who though?
I think it's on ESPN Plus. For us.
What fight?
Who though?
There's a fight in England. Saturday.
Oh, okay.
Guys, who's the fight in England? I'm off. Do you know what? I had no internet. It was very weak. I got my package today. They gave me discounts and all of that, like for the inconvenience, discounts for the next 3 months. Oh, it's just been just horrible. So I have been using my phone as a hotspot and doing bits and then draining out my data. I don't know who's he's a top ranked guy. No problem.
Oh, Anthony Yarde fight.
Oh no, that's cancelled. The guy that he's fighting has got a dental problem, so he's out. They postponed it for 2 weeks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that fight's not happening. I was wondering, like, what fight? Other than that, there's nothing really happening. So I may as well just watch the other. I'd rather just watch. Maybe if I on crap. Shouldn't know. Maybe I shouldn't say it. On that other method and watch it with you guys or something, and then we can have something to talk about on that, like the week after. Like if this guy
Navarrete.
Is that the guy?
Right.
That's who's fighting as well on Saturday. So what's is that the main? Is that the main event that we're just talking about with that? With the tuna
Probably it's Navarrete would be the main event.
Okay. And who's he fighting? This is all top rank weekend again.
Let me see who he fight.
It was PBC last weekend, wasn't it?
Yeah, I'm not sure if any PBC.
No, it was PBC. Oh yeah, Denzel Bentley. Is Denzel Bentley? Yeah, Denzel Bentley is fighting it. I think this weekend. I'm looking forward to, because the last time I think I saw him fight was, I can't remember which undercard it was last year on the bubble. And is it the guy that did they draw? It was a white guy, I'm sure, and he drew. Chat, help me.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think this is a rematch. Maybe. Hey, what about me? What about me? What about me? Hey, these are all our buddies from all the other chats, Lee. So,
okay.
What about me's always on H's channel.
Yeah.
But what I want to salute Queen from H Money. H Money.
That's Bob Dylan in his avatar, right?
Who on?
What about me?
I don't know. I can't even see it. I'd have to go super close. I'm blind.
I don't know.
I'm trying to think, what does Bob Dylan look like? I wouldn't remember. I can't remember what.
Sorry about that, y'all. Wife's out of town. Had to make a call.
Sorry.
He's a folk singer from Wales.
Yeah, I know who he is, but I can't remember what his face looks like.
Yeah, he's a legend.
Yeah, he played the guitar, right?
Yeah.
The acoustic guitar, Bob Dylan. Yeah, but I just can't remember. I just can't place his face for some reason. Is he still alive?
Curly hair.
What happened to Bob Dylan?
Nothing. I was just asking, is he still alive? I just scared everybody, didn't I?
He should be.
Okay, cool. He is. What about me? Said, yeah, he is alive. Sorry for scaring everybody. I don't know. So, what I want to speak about is, we can go from what's kind of, so we watched some, what, you guys tell everybody what was the PBC fights last weekend. What was it? Who fought again?
Tony Harrison.
Yeah.
He got a gift.
He's the one that fought and beat Charlo.
Yeah, he beat Lil Charlo.
And then they rematched, and Charlo beat his ass.
Knocked him out. Knocked him out.
I knew he wasn't even.
But Harrison looked. He got in there with a guy that he was supposed to beat. And the guy beat his ass. And they gave him a gift.
What they give him? What they give him?
A draw.
He got a draw.
And it wasn't a draw.
I don't think he's good. What is he still fighting? What is he fighting at? 154.
54.
I don't think he. I never ever thought he was that good. I could be wrong and misinformed, but I just don't think he's. I don't think he's like an A+ boxer, in my opinion. I don't think he's even a B+. I don't know.
What you think, Lisa?
I don't think so. He doesn't impress me anyway.
Who? Tony Harrison?
Yeah, he doesn't impress me. Am I wrong?
He's a good boxer.
Yeah, but is there good and is he great?
Yeah.
I wouldn't go that far.
Yeah, he's not great, is it? I don't know.
But he's good. He was good that night. Both the Charlo fights he was winning.
But he has the fundamentals, you know. The good 1-2, the jab.
Yeah. And he's long and rangy and gangly.
Yeah.
And skinny and sticky. Yeah. Yeah. He's got I saw one still of him on a frame and he looked like, Street Fighter Dao Sim. He looked like him. He looked like him on the still that I saw.
Late Show 42 hit it right on the head. Tony fights up to the level or down to the level.
He fights up to the level or down to the level, kind of like a Billy Joe Saunders. Kind of like a Billy Joe Saunders.
Kind of.
It says you guys are echoing.
It's the chat. Yeah, it's bad. It's really bad. It's driving me crazy.
But it's not echoing on my side. I wonder.
I'm gonna go out and come back in.
No, it's not you, Shelton.
Yes, he is. He is echoing. I can hear it.
Okay.
So I'm
mute. Too. Shelton, no, I was going to tell him to mute first. It might be Shelton. Has Shelton got something that's now? Is it still stopped? Is it stopped now?
Hello?
I can't hear
I
any.
I still hear echo from me.
Wow, guys, can you still hear an echo?
Hello?
I can't hear any echo on my side.
Hello?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I got an echo.
Really? Is it maybe? Do you know what? I'm trying this on. Do you know what? Let me try something. Let me try something right now. Let me remove the destination. Just remove. And remove. Save changes. It could be that I'm streaming on multiple platforms and it may just be being pissed off with it. I don't know. So let me just stream on YouTube because I'm streaming from 2 Facebooks and YouTube, and it may be a problem. It may be saying I don't like it this way. This says Shelley. Check 1. Is that better? We stopped echoing now, haven't we?
Yeah, still echoing.
Oh, it's still echoing. Really?
Let me try something else.
It says, yes, Lisa's echoing.
Shelton too.
What? I can't hear echo on my side. I can't hear you guys echoing at all. Multiple streams is an issue. Yeah, Lee, I've cut them off.
I'm gonna go out and reboot and see.
Yeah, go try it and see. I don't know what to say.
How's that, Chad?
Check. 1 2 1 2. Leon saying still echoing. No, it's still
wow.
There's H money in the building. H money. H money. It's H money. H money. There, here's your intro.
Yo, what's good? What's good?
Yeah, I got the echo bad now.
I can even hear. Why is that happening?
I think everybody might gotta leave.
Yeah, shall we all leave? But
no, you probably stay. We all like, yeah.
But we've been trying.
Come back.
But we've been
I'll
trying.
come back.
Yeah. Guys, when it's just me, is it echoing with just me? Pull. After you pull. H. No, I won't do the song again.
Yo.
Check one.
Hear
You
it
hear it?
though. Yeah. Maybe you leave it. I'll stay right here. Come back. Leave it and come back.
Shall I leave and come out? Yeah, let me leave.
Yeah, just come back. Yo. Yeah, the echo's coming from your side, Lady Chann, because now I don't hear the echo. So I think the echo's coming from Lady Chann. The echo might be coming from Lady Chann. So y'all come back. Shout out to everybody in the chat. What about me? Shout out to my boy, What About Me? Ronald Finkley, Leon Figures. Shout out to my boy, Late Show 42, Sammy Ali. Shout out to everybody, Lisa Bells. Shout out to my boy, Jakuv in the building. Shelton Moore. Everybody hit the like button right now.
I just checked my settings. The echo cancellation wasn't on. So I ticked that. It's usually ticked echo cancellation. So am I still echoing?
Nah, it's good. It's better now.
You sure?
Yeah, it's much better now.
Phew. Guys, can you smash that like button? I deleted everything else, the multiple streams. I just cut everybody else off. It doesn't really matter. We move. H Money. What are we saying about this fight on Saturday? We have introducing the fight. Fair figure.
Bang,
What's
bang.
up,
Been
bro?
a minute. You been good?
Been good.
Yes, sir. How you doing?
Oh, I've just walked in. I'm literally just walked in. So
I know. Thanks, Lee.
let me jump off camera for a second. Try and
and then come back on camera.
But I can still join in the chat.
Yeah. Coolio. So, H, what are we saying about this fight with forget the guy's name already. The Puerto Rican guy fighting the tuna can.
Who? What Puerto Rican guy?
Hang on. Here's Shelton. Shelton, what's the name of the Puerto Rican guy fighting again? I've already forgotten. Oh, that's really bad.
Berlanga.
Yeah. Berlanga. You know him? Because I don't know him. Sorry, so I couldn't comment.
Yeah, Edgar Berlanga from Puerto Rico. He's a good fighter. The thing is, Shelton, he's a prospect, and they building him up. We know they building up his resume so he can get all these first round knockouts. It's similar to what Wilder was doing. How Mike Tyson early in his career was knocking out a whole bunch of bums and things of that nature. Yeah, I mean he's a young fighter, so that's what they're doing.
But my problem is this. What happens when they put him in there with somebody he can't knock out and he's only got 17 or 18 rounds experience? Then it's going to be a problem. They need to start stepping him up around 16, 17 fights. You need to step up. What do you think, Fat Figures? Am I right?
Well, it's a lose-lose situation because if they get in tough fights early on in their 10, 15, between 10 and 20 fights and they lose, then we're told they're mismatched. But then if they got winning records, then they're told they're just fighting bums. So I'm like, has anybody ever been happy with somebody's career progression? I think it's really a tough one. Unless you're seeing them in 50-50 scraps where they're just making it through and coming, that's when you can say they've matched them because you're learning from 50-50 scraps, but they're difficult to make. So it's the 50-50 fights that you're able to win. They're the ones that really benefit the fighters. Going through turmoil and figuring out a way how to get the W. But I don't, do you learn anything? It can be counterproductive having these quick first round knockouts. You can get a bit arrogant, think you don't need to listen to your trainer anymore. You can go the wrong way. So sometimes you need to face a little bit of adversity.
That's what I'm thinking because eventually, if you care about the fighter, you want him to progress as a fighter. Am I right?
Yeah.
It depends though, because somebody like Conor Ben, they've got a different plan for him. He's more being built up for pay-per-views. So they're matching, because we were talking about Conor Ben before, and I was like, he's not in the domestic league. They've taken him out of that, and they're making him go for international titles and go for the more and skip kind of like to work his out to world level by skipping the domestic level.
24. He's like 24 fights in.
He is, but he's not going through the domestics, is he? He's not facing any domestic fighters. No, they're going the international route. It's probably because Eddie Hearn's got Canelo and he speaks Spanish as well. So then they've got that kind of thing angle to work on. But he's just in a different league because it's tough because we want to say, you know, who we're in between Ben and Congo. I think Congo would take him. People are telling me not after the Vargas thing and Congo lost. But I think losing to McKinson doesn't necessarily mean that Ben will beat him. But we won't see because they're in different leagues. They're going like completely different paths.
I personally think that Congo wouldn't be able to take Ben. Ben's too snappy. Ben's too snappy. He's got a lot of power. He knows how to even readjust. He's a fast learner, fast developer. Congo, to me, he's not as powerful as Ben. He shows that he can't readjust. He doesn't readjust well.
See, I don't know. I think that's tough because the McKinson was a difficult. McKinson was a difficult one to readjust to. Like he's an awkward, tricky fighter. He
said he'd been fighting, sparring, who as the southpaw, Josh Taylor.
I don't think McKinson was necessarily difficult because he was a southpaw. I think his style was too quick. Stood on the outside, jumped inside, missed his things, let off a salvo of punches, and then jumped back out of range again. I don't think that had anything. The southpaw bit was a bit tricky when his feet were getting caught a bit times, but other than that, I don't think the southpaw was the issue. I just think it was too fast.
Is it Josh Kelly? Is it Josh? Who was he sparring? Josh Kelly, not Josh Taylor. Josh Kelly, 140.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, because he said he'd been not Josh Taylor. He said he'd been sparring. Sammy's said Congo v Josh Kelly is a good one. That is who he was. That's who he's been sparring before that fight that we saw him lose. So he was saying, yeah, but he was like the southpaw thing won't be a factor for me because I've been sparring Josh Kelly. We got so many.
But what do we think about Josh Kelly?
Josh Kelly, a good fighter. I see.
He looks good. He looks slick, but he went up against tough competition and got beaten. I don't think that means it's the end.
He's a good fighter, but I mean, and he's aggressive and he's an aggressive Scotsman, but I don't think he's not going to beat Ramirez.
Oh, you talking about Josh Taylor, not Kelly?
Oh, Josh Taylor. We've got three Joshes. Josh Kelly is the Scottish one, right?
Josh Kelly.
Yeah, that's the one.
Josh Taylor. Josh Taylor, Scottish.
Yeah, Josh Taylor from Scotland. No, Josh Taylor from Scotland.
That's the one that beat Harley Davis.
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
Josh Kelly's the one that just got knocked out. That's what I was asking.
Yeah.
What do we think about Kelly?
At 147, he's a welterweight. Kelly's a welterweight. Taylor's a light, a junior, either a super lightweight or a junior welterweight.
Yeah, 140.
140.
140, super light.
Yeah, super light or junior welter.
Or junior welter, yeah.
Yeah. So that
he just got. Yeah, sorry. We've got like three Joshes here. Oh yeah. He got
and Josh Warrington as well, isn't it?
Josh Warrington lost to the Mexican geezer. Got beaten. We've got, all our Joshes. Like I'm not rooting for them. They're not doing it. But yeah, so that was last weekend. We just saw him lose, right?
Like 2 weeks ago, I think.
A couple weeks ago.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
Well, what are you thinking about it? Like what?
Well, I want to ask H. What do you think of Josh Kelly, H? I think he's average at best.
Oh, he's decent. But
Josh Kelly, he's a good boxer. He's coming off a tough loss. You know, I think they kind of rushed him into that position right there against David Avernesian, who was a veteran. You know, I think Josh Kelly doesn't even have 10 fights, and they already threw him in there. Now, I got to kind of question Eddie Hearn real quick. I love Eddie Hearn, but what's up with this matchmaking? You know what I mean? Why was Josh Kelly in there with David Avernesian when he wasn't ready? Now he wasn't ready for that fight. You know what I mean? And also Otha Jones, who's an American fighter, an American prospect, he just took a loss, and he's a young fighter. So I mean, to be honest, Josh Kelly's a good fighter, but you got to be careful how you match these fighters, man. These guys are young. He hasn't even developed fully as a fighter. He doesn't even have that much experience. So you got to be careful how you match these guys. Even Berlanga, he's 23. I believe he's turning 24. But, you know,
on the box, right?
He's only 23. You got to watch how you match these guys. I know we want to see him in there with tougher opposition, but he's not ready for that. He's not ready, Shelton Moore. He's not. If you put him in there with a top guy, he's gonna lose. So you have to protect the fighter right now.
Well, I'm not saying a top guy, bro. I'm just saying, like Fight Fan Figures was saying, I'm just trying to say maybe a little stiffer competition. You keep giving him all these one-round knockouts. It can't be good for him, bro. It just can't be. You got to step him up a little bit.
Because that's what I'm saying. He's only fought 16 rounds.
But remember, he had the cut as well, didn't he?
Which one are you talking about now?
Josh Kelly when he lost to Avenisian.
He lost
a lot of blood.
Yeah, he did. He did.
Before y'all go to Berlanga. So check this with Kelly right here. Now, this is going to sound like an excuse, but mind you, I have fought before. I have amateur fights out the ass, so I know what it's like in the ring, okay? So here's my thing that I look at when I watch Josh fight David. What I saw was Kelly came out there, he was doing very well, and then he got a headbutt, or it was an elbow to the back of the head that gashed him open. After that first gash, he started bleeding a whole fucking lot, and they could never get him control. Yeah. Then he got another cut in the fucking eye. So now he's bleeding from two spots that they cannot control. He's just bleeding. You watch them get exhausted and tired really quickly. I personally believe that the bleeding had a big part of that loss and that poor performance. I think it exhausted him, and he ran out of steam because he was losing too much fucking blood.
That's what I said.
That's what I. Because he was good. He was doing really good for the first 3-4 rounds before that first gash happened, and then you just watched his gas tank just deplete super quickly. So I really believe that them gashes had a lot to do with that loss.
Yeah, I can go with that.
He got
that gash early, if I'm correct. He got that gash by round 2. And it was one of those ones where I blinked. I didn't even see how he got the gash. And I think he got elbowed or something. And then once he went back to the corner and they was trying to stop it.
They couldn't stop the bleeding.
They couldn't stop it. And it was just going down his back. And I was like, oh, all that bleeding is going to make him weak. People are going to be, nah, it doesn't make any difference. I'm like, sure it does. You start getting lightheaded, especially with a gash to the head, with all that adrenaline pumping, and it just pumped, your heart's pumping even more miles per hour, per se. And it's just going to be, pulsating that blood out. And then he just totally gassed out. And if I remember, they threw in the towel, right?
Yeah, they stopped him.
Yeah, they did.
Hey, Chann, drop the link for Lisa.
Okay. Lisa, ain't you here? Oh, here's Sammy Ali wants in. Sammy.
But yeah, I wanted to talk on something else real fast. Go
ahead. You lead. Go.
Yeah. So before I came up here to jump on, I heard y'all talking about Tony and his last fight with Perella, right? Now I agree. Right. He should have lost that fight. Perella won that fight. I was real scared that they were gonna rob him with a draw because I watched how they were doing their scorecards. Now, but you got to keep in mind this though. I think Tony is a very good boxer. Even though Charlo knocked him out in the second fight, in my opinion, Tony was beating his ass all the way up to the point of where he got knocked out. So he was winning that second fight. Now, the first one, you could argue that Charlo should have won that. But the second fight, he was definitely outboxing Charlo. Now, here's the thing that you got to look at coming into that fight. He had been out of the ring for a very long time since the Charlo fight. On top of that, he lost his dad. His dad died, who was his main trainer. So Perella went to Roy Jones Jr.'s gym in Pensacola, Florida. So you have Perella looking better than he's ever looked underneath Roy Jones Jr. And you had Tony, who just lost his head coach's dad.
Right.
That could play a big factor in his performance as well. But
perfect tool for a loss.
Yeah, and his brother was telling him all the wrong shit. Keep doing what you're doing. You're winning. Come on, man. What fight are you watching, bro?
Yeah. His brother
lied. They lied to him. I hate when corners do that. Just tell the truth. What fight was we watching the other day? I'm sure I watched so much. So I was watching a fight with Shelton and the H, but it wasn't. It might have been that. No, it was boxing, or it could have been MMA, and it was just like, listen, we're behind right now.
But do you think they're doing it because they know the mic is there? Do you think sometimes they're talking to try and give off an impression?
Morale, but you got to keep it real, man. If you're behind, you're behind. You got to say, yo, we're behind, and let's step the speed up. Let's step the gas up.
Yeah, like in the 8th round, after the 8th round, he should have told him, look, man, you can't lose another round. You cannot lose another round. We need all these rounds.
Right. Otherwise,
we need all these rounds.
Yeah. You can't be in the corner giving fake pep talk. Like, let's just keep it. Wow, we got everyone here today. Boxing Pills, what's up?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay, great.
Yes.
What are you speaking about? I just joined.
What's your thoughts on the... Sorry, Shan.
No, go, Lee.
Boxing Pills, you sound Eastern European. What's your thoughts on Hrgović Hunter?
Yeah.
You sound like British.
Yes.
Are you? Yes. I'm Italian.
Oh, Italian. Ah, Italiano.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Italiano.
Ah, sorry.
Yeah, he sounded, different accent, slightly different. Yeah, like it though. Yeah, what do you think about Hrgović and Hunter? Michael Hunter coming through. Eddie Hearn still looking out for him. Remember, he was under Eddie Hearn. Then it kind of went. Me and Leon was discussing it yesterday. Went pear shaped. Let's talk about that, because Hrgović, you can't really class him as a prospect. I class him as a prospect, but he's not really a prospect. He's too old now. He's getting too long in the tooth about that. But was there ever a problem that people were too scared to fight Hrgović? Because I actually posted when he was sparring Wilder, and they were giving each other a good old run for each other's money. And I think Filip Hrgović is he's a hard hitter. I just don't understand why he's not been pushed forward a little more.
Well, this next fight is his definite step-up fight.
Right.
Even if he loses, but if he handles himself well, it isn't the end of the world, because Hunter's a good fighter. Hunter is a good fighter. And
yeah, but how long's when's the last time you saw Hunter fight?
Povetkin, the Ruiz rematch, December 19.
2 years ago.
December 19, year and a half.
Year and a half, yeah, because I'm like 2021. So Michael Hunter, as we all know, like you said, Lee, you love him, great fighter, cruiserweight, but small heavyweight, but nimble, Jack be quick,
difficult to hit. Difficult to hit clean.
Yeah, full of skills. It's going to be a telling one, because Hrgović is slow but a hard hitter. So once he gets you and he does land them shots, I've seen people go out like a light, like with his hits. So I don't know. It's going to be a good gauge for both of them. I'm excited about that.
I think Hrgović that he is a class fighter. Whenever he completely dominated Rydell Booker. Like Rydell Booker fought made Pula. In fact, everybody who's been in there with Rydell Booker since he came back from jail has looked bad against him. And Hrgović went out there and completely destroyed him. So, I mean, I think he's a legitimate challenger. How good he is, we'll find out in this fight, because the thing about Hunter is, because he came from cruiserweight, he starts very fast. Like, he comes out there like a fucking sprint.
That's what I'm saying. He's nimble, quick.
Yeah. And that's the one thing that the smaller guys like that have an advantage for heavyweights, that they can get so far ahead on the scorecards that unless you knock them out, it's very hard to catch back up. So we're going to see if Michael can take that type of power, because this is going to be the first true knockout artist he's gonna fight, because Hrgović can bang. Like this is gonna be the hardest punches he's felt at the heavyweight division. So we're gonna see what he's made of.
Yeah, and maybe if he does well enough, if Michael Hunter gets the win, maybe Eddie would be like, "I'll put you back on Matchroom again, or DAZN, or whatever it's gonna be now." So,
to be honest with you guys, though, you see how Michael Hunter and Usyk have come up from cruiserweight to heavyweight. Yeah. I feel like Hunter's passed his test more than Usyk, because if you see Martin Bakole versus Michael Hunter managed to knock out Martin Bakole, whereas Usyk he struggled with Chaz Witherspoon and Chisora.
Yeah. I think Chisora is the guy that you have to beat. Is the guy that you have to beat to be great at boxing. To be considered a high caliber athlete. And I think he didn't beat Chisora in a nice way. I mean, I think he struggled quite a bit, and I mean, you could really feel that, you know, he was kind of in a weak spot because he wasn't familiar with the heavyweight size. And I mean, Chisora is kind of a threshold. I mean, if you beat Chisora, you can be among the best one. If you don't beat Chisora or you beat it barely, you're not going to be among the best one. And I think that's what happened to Usyk. I think he's not really getting used to the size and to the different techniques that heavyweight use.
Here's the
So
problem.
you saying that Chisora is an A-level journeyman? Is what you're saying?
Yeah, he is. Basically, he is.
I wouldn't say he's a journeyman. I mean, Derek Chisora is a tough fighter. He's a rugged fighter that comes to fight. What he was a contender. He was a contender.
But here's the thing, though. Here's the
10
thing.
years ago.
Hold on.
I mean, his last fight, he performed at a high level against Usyk, and he hurt Usyk in that fight.
Yeah, but let me find that fight, though. That fight, like, I'm not the biggest Usyk fan by no means. So gotta understand when I say this. That fight was tilted for Usyk to lose. Like, they gave them the smallest fucking size ring you could have. It was like a 14 by 14 ring, which is super small, even for an amateur fight. So they gave it as possible. Then they let Chisora hold him like MMA and just hit him with the free hand nonstop. So they did everything they could to make Usyk lose, and he still won the fight. So you got to give him credit for that.
Yeah.
Do we think that? Go ahead, bro. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead, bro.
I mean, did you say that actually they wanted to make Usyk lose, and you only cited the ring, that it was probably smaller respect to the rings Usyk was used to? But what other tricks did they pull to make Usyk lose, apart from the ring?
They mentioned gloves as well, didn't they?
Yeah. Wait. I'll get to the gloves. So first off, like I just told you, they allowed Chisora to hold him and hit him nonstop. There was times when he was pushing Usyk down, he would step off to the side while holding him and just start banging him to the body while pushing him down. Like, that's
those big marks on him.
He did it repeatedly. The ref did say it. The bottom line is this: Usyk is a bad matchup for Anthony Joshua, and Eddie Hearn is trying to do everything he can do to get Usyk to lose so they don't have to fight him.
Do you think?
Nah.
I don't think Usyk has
to pop. He could have beat Anthony Joshua, though.
I don't think he has to pop. I don't think he has to pop for Joshua.
To beat Joshua, and Joshua can box like him. So I don't think they would want to evade. I just don't think they like. Joshua just wanted to focus on the undisputed, and Usyk was kind of like that annoying fly that just came from cruiserweight and already 2 fights in the heavyweight division already gets to challenge Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua was just like, "Oh, go away," it's that kind of thing. I don't think it's like, "Oh, we're scared," like, you know. It's I just don't think Anthony Joshua really wants to bother with him. Anthony Joshua.
Yeah, I agree with you. With you.
That's what I think.
But going back to Chisora, I think that Chisora, he's definitely like a supreme gatekeeper. People see him as like still a top level fighter. He's no longer a top level fighter. Chris Arreola, Bermain Stavern, these are like your top level.
Yeah, the gatekeepers. I agree. Yeah.
Gatekeeper, I would say.
Yeah, I think so as well.
Wait a minute, y'all know
Journeyman is somebody like how Emmanuel Augustus was.
Well, y'all know my theory on gatekeepers, right? You heard it before, Sammy?
What did you say again? Say it. I think I heard it.
You can't be a gatekeeper if you've never been behind the gate.
Hey, yeah, I remember you said that the other night.
You have to have been behind the gate to be a gatekeeper.
One thing I believe, is that
you've never been behind the gate. You're just an A-level journeyman. That's just my opinion, though.
Yeah.
Sort of, but gatekeepers always have that power to like to get that upset. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what you mean, but I'm with Shelton. He's more of a he's a PPV journeyman.
Yeah, I hear that. Like Arreola.
Yeah, he's not really the gatekeeper. If you beat Chisora, like the kingdoms of the gods doesn't open to you. No, not really. Yeah, so he's not really a gatekeeper. He's a journeyman, but a good one for what he does. Gets paid handsomely for his position, and he's a good gauge for certain of these up and coming fighters. But I think if he loses against Who's he fighting
Parker.
against?
Joseph Parker.
If he loses against Parker, which
He
I
will
think
lose.
he will, by
He
the
will
way,
lose.
in my
There is
opinion,
no
I
way
think
he
he will
cannot
lose.
lose.
Yeah.
Parker's not had any real good fights recently.
Yeah.
Though. Parker's been on a
But
real
Parker's a gatekeeper.
slump perform.
But Parker's a gatekeeper. Because, see, Parker been behind the gate.
Parker is a high gatekeeper. Parker is a very high gatekeeper.
I'm not sure if we can say gatekeeper with like 2 losses though. Like, what do you think?
It's his last 3 performances after the Dillian White loss.
Bad.
He hasn't fought hardly anybody, and his performances
Chisora has
haven't
some
been good.
awkward power though.
Pay attention. He lost to Dillian White on decision, and he was killing him at the 12th round. Dillian White was saved by the bell. I've never seen a match like that. He was going knockout, and he wasn't gonna get up, and the bell saved him.
But hold on, we can't say the bell saved him because the fight ended. All he needed to do was down his feet until the last seconds of the 12th round.
But like you said though, but even though Dillian White was exhausted to all hell in the 12th round, and it could have been a knockout if it was a 15-round fight, but it's not. 12th round, you reach the finish line, but you can't take back the fact that Dillian White knocked Joseph Parker on his ass twice in that fight. And Parker had never been dropped before, not even by 8.
That's facts. That is facts.
Down twice. So here's what I'm going to say that.
And let's not forget Chisora took out Taka.
Hold on. Chisora and White fight very similar. So it is not out of the realms of possibility that Chisora can beat Parker.
White's just a slightly better boxer.
Yeah.
But they've got they've got similar styles. They're both brawlers.
The Parker that turned off the Dillian White.
I class them in the brawling category. They're brawlers. Dillian White's he's got a bit better at boxing though, but yeah.
Yeah.
The Parker that fought Dillian White should beat Chisora. The Parker in the last fight, I forgot who he was fighting. That's not enough.
The Samoan guy.
Chisora will be too much for him. He needs a better performance than that. He needs a Dillian White performance.
That was bad. That performance was bad. Based on that performance, I was like, I don't know how far he's going to get fighting far. Like that.
Hey,
he got a new trainer now.
Yeah, he has.
Who's his trainer?
Andy Lee.
Yeah.
Andy Lee.
Oh, okay. Now, panel, let me ask this question.
So hang on. So they've both got new trainers, though.
Let me ask this question to the panel.
Laura has as well.
What do we think about Charles Martin?
Yeah,
I work the hurt like a god.
In what way? What do we think about him? He was Anthony Joshua's first, who he obtained the title from, his first title win.
Yeah, that was embarrassing. I remember that.
Yeah.
I mean,
he's one that suffers from mental issues as well, though.
He got shot. He got shot, and then he stayed. Yes. He was in a brawl during the street, and he stayed away, I think, 1 year.
Yeah.
And then he resurfaced.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't think there is anything to think about Charles Martin. I mean, I think the way he won the WBC belt was because the other guy got injured.
Yeah.
I think he sprained his ankle, and he won the WBC belt.
Yeah.
And then he went to fight Anthony Joshua in his home in England, rather than Anthony Joshua went to the US. He went to England. And did you see Behind the Gloves? How is it called? That show?
Behind the Gloves.
He was not Behind the Gloves. The gloves are off.
The gloves are off. Sorry, yeah.
And he was facing Anthony Joshua and say, "I walk this earth like a god, and I will walk this earth like a god. No one can beat me." He was very. I don't know. I didn't like his personality at all.
He was suffering from something mentally wrong, though. That's what that was. And now he said he's in much better mental spirits and he's mentally healthier than he was at the time. I don't know if it's an excuse, but as we saw, he was saying that he walks the earth as a god. But it doesn't mean that he's mad because he said he walks the earth as a god, because we're all in God's likeness, so we do walk the earth as gods.
I'm going to say this. And y'all can all. But I currently have a $50 bet on Charles Martin knocking out Deontay Wilder if they fight. Currently. Now, I make bold predictions all the time, and 99% of the time, I'm right. So
how do you see that happening?
Huh?
How do you see him knocking him out? How does he get through?
So
how does the fight play out?
Here's what I look at. Martin's got 2 losses, Anthony Joshua and Cal Naki. So as the dude who was talking earlier, the Italian guy was explaining, Charles Martin was out of the ring for over a year. He was shot. He came back in to fight a prime Cal Naki who was undefeated at the time, right? If you watch the fight, Cal Naki controlled the fight early. It was only a 10-round fight. If it would have been a 12-round fight like Martin was used to fighting in, he would have knocked Cal Naki out. He would have knocked him out because he was dominating the fight. Yeah, far behind. Yeah. Charles Martin has gone on past that. Every fight he's had since then, he's knocked the guys out he's fought. He's a puncher. He can hit, whether you like him or not. Now, when I go back to the AJ loss, this is what I look at. Anthony Joshua didn't knock him out. He knocked him down twice. But if you look at the knockdown, whenever they waved the fight off, Martin beat the count. He was standing up. He was conscious. He was good. When he got knocked down that second time, you seen him laugh at himself. He kind of got up, looked at the referee, then the referee waved it off. So I'm not saying Martin would have beat AJ. I'm just saying that he knocked on his ass twice, got up twice. So that proves that he has a chin. He got a chin if he could take dead-on shots from AJ when AJ was just knocking everybody's head off.
Right.
So,
so what's his money shot? What shot knocks Wilder out?
Well, I'm about to tell you. So what I think is, I think Martin can take the right hand from Deontay Wilder. Once he gets close to Deontay Wilder, Charles Martin is very good at staying on top of fighters. He's slow, but he cuts off the ring very well. So once he gets on top of Deontay Wilder, here's not the question that should be asked. What happens if Deontay Wilder hits him? The question that needs to be asked, what happens if Charles Martin hits Deontay Wilder? Because Deontay Wilder's never fought a knockout artist. We've never seen him in there with any guys who have devastating power. So what happens when Deontay Wilder gets hit? Because he's got no inside game. He's got no defensive game inside close range. So when Martin gets close to him, what happens? And I'm betting he can't take it and he gets sparked.
But do you think they are going to fight?
That's all I think.
Wow. That shit knocked my whole internet connection out. It knocked my whole connection out. Whoa.
God.
What do you think, Chelsea?
But, I don't know if Martin is athletic enough. See, the thing people sleep on with Wilder is he's super athletic.
He is.
He's really athletic. And he's quick. You know what I'm saying? I don't think Martin is slow and he's a plotter. But Martin does have a little bit of pop. And if he hits you, he can hurt you.
Right.
I just don't think he can catch up to Wilder. I think Wilder's too fast for him. That's just my opinion.
Well, then it's a good matchup then. I'd like to see the fight.
So I agree. I agree that Wilder is a hell of a lot more athletic and he's a hell of a lot more faster. But here's the problem that I see with Wilder. Wilder does you a favor. When he throws his punches at you, he sprints towards you and closes the gap. So if he doesn't connect,
facts. Yeah.
Belly face to face, and you're right where you want him.
Yeah.
So Deontay Wilder is going to, even though he could dance circles around Martin, that's not how he fights. He's going to come right to him and do all the work for Martin.
That's how he lands.
Right.
That's what I'm banking on.
He lands.
Unless he learns from Tyson Fury lesson. Unless he learns that maybe he has to change something if he wants to keep winning.
Well,
like Tyson Fury did.
Let me ask you, Boxing Pills. Let me ask you. In that Fury fight, I saw that Fury just went right at him, took away the space so he couldn't get the right hand off, and then start bullying him. What did you see?
I saw exactly the same, and I saw how naive people were, because the weak point of Fury is that before every fight, he tells you exactly what he's going to do. He told that with Klitschko. He told that with Deontay Wilder. No one believes him. He's going to do exactly the same with Anthony Joshua, and Anthony Joshua won't believe him. Yeah, bully the bully, and it was a great performance by Fury, masterful performance.
The only difference where I say he could get away of actually speaking his game plan that vocally out loud with Wilder is because Wilder, he knew Wilder had no technical skills. So and he's not going to learn anything on the, it's just it was just easy to call it. Like other fighters are not going to tell you their absolute game plan. They'll give you a little loose thing, then maybe, but never their absolute. There is no way that Tyson Fury could do that to most of the top 10 heavyweights. Talk about how he's really going to beat them.
He did it to Klitschko. He did it to Klitschko.
Yeah, because
but if he goes inside with fucking AJ, he's gonna get sparked out. He can't go inside with AJ. He has to box. That's the only way he can beat AJ.
He has to box.
That's AJ's forte, inside fighting. That's what he does. You get that 1-2 going, that left hook, right uppercut. Good night, God bless. So it's up to him.
AJ punches in combination, so he got to stay away from that inside game. If he steps inside and tries to bully AJ, he's getting knocked out.
He looks good.
Overlooking his boxing ability.
He's been looking good on the pads. I know pads are nothing, but I've seen some quickness that Fury's been getting in there, mate. And I'm like, oh, that looks impressive. Not gonna lie.
I think Fury's tactic is going to be try and keep it long. When Joshua comes in, he's going to try and counter with those kind of slapping jabs to the temples. He's going to try and scramble him that way.
I don't think he'll do the slap. I don't think he'll do the slap ones because Javon's been trying to tell him to teach him to make sure he sits down on his punches. No flip jabs, none of all that silliness. If you're gonna want to get those equilibrium shots, you're gonna have to do a proper left or right hook. Like that's what we're gonna a strong one. You're not gonna no flipping stuff. That's not how Trump train you.
You guys don't think that sitting down on your punches is a bad strategy for Tyson Fury against AJ?
I do. I definitely do. I think because to me, I don't care how much weight AJ loses, he's still slow. It doesn't matter. To me, that's the wrong game plan for AJ. AJ is supposed to be a fucking Sherman tank. Like, you're supposed to put armor on him, let him be powerful, and bulldoze people. Like, in my honest opinion, in his 2 return fights after his loss to Andy Ruiz, I think he's regressed. Meaning, I think he's doing worse. Because... Hold on, listen. When he fought Andy Ruiz the second time, I watched Andy Ruiz, who was so fat he couldn't move, get hit after hit after hit after hit after hit after hit after hit. AJ kept hitting him, and it didn't even knock the sweat off his face. So I saw a loss in power. Now I look at Pulev. I watched Pulev get hit uppercut after uppercut after uppercut after uppercut. There was times when AJ landed like 4 uppercuts back
in a row.
Yeah, and Pulev
correct.
in front of him. Still standing in front of him. So I think AJ needs the weight to be powerful. He needs it. That's just him. But again, now that he's slower and now that he's weaker, it just makes it easier for Fury, in my opinion.
I disagree, man.
I disagree. Sorry, love. He's not slower. He's not weaker.
He's not slow. He's deceptively fast. His hands.
He's never been a fast guy. But I wouldn't say that he's regressed in speed.
This is where I think
he's always had power, and he's got great power in both hands.
You know what I like about AJ? I like his punch placement. His punch placement is what I like.
Yeah.
I don't think he's like necessarily slow, like you're saying, Tony. He's not real slow, but he not real fast, but he does have deceptively fast hands.
Yeah.
He does it. It's like you know.
I don't know how you say he regressed. He showed a good evolution.
That's because he's transitioning styles. That's why.
I know no one gives him a break. I find it amazing. Like the guy would have to turn water into wine before any credit. Like not even a sliver of credit is AJ. I'm going to do a show because everybody knows I root for AJ, but I did a Tyson Fury show. I'm going to do an AJ show. And whoever does
no credit for everything, Tyson Fury.
We have a good old super chat, $50. Oh my God.
Nice. Look at that.
Yeah.
Well deserved.
Thank you very much. What do I say? So other than thank you seems rubbish. Thank you doesn't seem good enough. Thank you. I'll be getting that new laptop, won't I? I will be, won't I? I'll be getting it and I'll be showing you
soon. You'll be getting it soon.
Yeah, I need to get it. I've had this Mac, and it served me right. I've had this Mac for 11 years, and it at the time 11 years ago. It was
11 years. Wow.
It was £1,700. And the thing is, I take care of my stuff, and I think it got to a point where, you know, where smartphones got better than laptops, where you didn't really use your laptop that much. So I think I used my laptop really a lot for about 6 years, and then by the time the iPhones and started to step up pace, I barely used my laptop. You know, we wasn't on StreamYard. There wasn't StreamYard and stuff. So I think that's giving it more extra mileage, but it does get very, very hot. So I know that means it wants to bow out at some point. Yeah, it wants to die. It wants to die. But
so what do we have? Do we have a site lined up for this fight? Do we have sites or? I know the date is the 24th of July. I heard that.
I think, Saudi Arabia, right? Saudi Arabia is the fight.
Well, the date might not be 24th, 31st, or the 7th. I'm leaning towards the 7th, in my opinion.
I saw Aram come out and say that it absolutely was not going to happen in Saudi Arabia, that in July, June, it's 80 to 100 degrees there. And because of that, he doesn't foresee it happening.
Yeah. Didn't think about that. Yeah.
Yeah, but they've got AC though.
Yeah, they got AC. They should put it in a closed arena.
But the article I read that Aram said, like, he was like, because of the temperature, he doesn't see it happen in summer.
Yeah, I saw that shit this morning too.
Yeah,
I heard it's indoors in Jeddah.
It's happening in Saudi, guys. They're the ones that did the Ruiz and Joshua too. It was almost like a verbal agreement from them. They wanted,
and we know they got the money. We know they got the paper.
And they wanted undisputed then. They was like, whenever you do undisputed, Eddie, we want that. So yeah, I always thought China, no, because of the time difference, it's not going to work. Anywhere in Malaysia, the US, it's not going to work for us in the US. It had to be the Middle East.
Yes.
It had to be.
Yeah. Who is planning to go? Raise your hand.
Me.
Me.
Yeah. I wish.
Lee, because you said you might go as well. We might go there and do come Box with Chann stuff.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm gonna try. I'm just waiting for the date.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not coming. Not to the Middle East. No, I don't have no problem going there, but I won't be able to come.
So
when is it again? I don't even know what it is.
I don't even know what it is. Like a 6-hour flight from the UK. Not
50 degrees. That's too hot, Shan.
Yeah, but we'd be in a good hotel. We'd be in
I'd
a
have
good
to be in the hotel all the time. I'd have to be in the hotel all the time.
Yeah,
the
but
Middle East is away from me.
Yeah, but we're gonna have them fans. Don't worry about it, man. Está bien. Come on.
Yeah.
We'd be alright. We'd be alright.
I should have went to the one when he. I should have went to the one when he was over here in New York.
New York, yeah, should have went.
That's when I should. That's close because I'm right here. I'm in right here.
Big up Rachel.
Yeah, Jersey, right?
He lost bad, man. He lost bad that day.
I lived in New York also, but I'm Jersey. Yeah.
I'm glad that I wasn't at that fight. They would have known. You know, I would have been like the wife on top of the casket when her husband dies, going, no! Whoa! Like, it wouldn't have been a good look at all. Yeah, like I would have lost every kind of sentence point that I had. Yeah, that would have. But go on, Sammy. What did you say?
See AJ, he's definitely got the best resume out of every heavyweight currently out there.
I'm bored of saying it. They don't.
Apart from Tyson Fury.
They don't.
I think Shan. I think the reason he doesn't get credit is because he hasn't fought either Wilder or Fury. Yeah. When there's the top three and two of them have fought each other, it makes it the one who hasn't. It's just an easy target to say, well, you haven't fought the best.
Well, it ain't like he ain't tried to.
But resumes don't win fights though.
Shelton, you say it every
word. It ain't like he wasn't in negotiations with Wilder.
Exactly.
Guys, I think I'm out. It's 1 o'clock here.
We're not doing resume show. We'll do a panel for another day for a resume show for the 4,000th time.
Bye bye, everybody.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Subscribe to the channel and put your notification bell on, and you can hear when I'm always on. and anybody else. Yeah.
I already did. Also subscribe to my channel if you can.
Oh, do you have a channel?
Yes.
Will do.
Drop it in the link. Drop it in the chat. Drop it in the chat.
It's my name. It's Boxing Pills.
Boxing Pills. Will do.
Okay, we got you, bro. I'm on you. I got you.
Thank you, guys. See you next time. A pleasure to speak with you.
Yeah,
yes, sir. You too. You too.
Nice talking to you.
Yeah.
Lady Chann, what did you think about Lucas Brown getting knocked out in 1 round?
Yeah, what did I want to speak about? Because we haven't spoken about anything current. But
Sammy said something. What did you say, Sammy?
Lucas Brown got knocked out in like 1 round today by some random guy, some like rugby player.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Lucas Brown is done. He's done now. Done. He was done from the Dillian White fight. Done.
Who did he fight, Sam?
He fought like Paul something. He's like a rugby player in Australia.
Really?
I heard about that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's where I want to jump to. Now that you said Australia, so Kambosos, I think we did speak about this before, but Kambosos and THRU all day.
Yep.
THRU,
you know what?
All day, every day.
You know,
every day.
You know that all the pressure's on FEMO, right?
The pressure's on all the 4 kings. To be fair, they've all got some really good fights. You know what?
Why are they comparing them to Duran?
Because they stupid. Because they stupid.
They're dumb, and that's what sometimes older people do.
I don't see a problem with that. That's
younger people do.
Brother, you must have never seen them dudes fight. Come on, man.
For the most part,
Sammy's young.
YouTube, I've watched them.
Guys, can I just explain something as well? Because sometimes you guys may look and think, what are all of these things on her and like bruises? It's a mad thing that's happened over the last year. I started to have these allergic reactions of medications that I was never allergic to, and then come out in blisters, hospital. It's just they just come up. They come up as hyperpigmentation on my face. That's why when you see me do my news reports without makeup on, I look like trash. But I really don't care. You know,
it's your body changing. It's your body changing right as you get older.
It's wild. So I'm seeing a dermatologist not until August that we can't see one because of all the COVID restrictions. So when I hold my hands up like that and you see things, I don't want you to think they're bruises. I just wanted to give you an explanation.
Cool.
Explanation.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. I don't want to have to fly over there and kill nobody.
I know, Shell. don't let me get Shell on you now. Yeah, get gone. Gone now. Gone. One time my sister's husband said to me, he said, if there's any guys giving you any problems, he's from New Jersey. He tried to do a something that, so he went, get gone now. And me and my sister immigrated there like 30 years ago. And me and my sister, we looked at each other. We were dying. We was like, that is so dead. Like, that doesn't sound like anybody wouldn't run for that. Get gone now. Like, and I just did the same thing because I just thought it was hilarious, but sorry. Anyway.
My thing is this was my thing though, right?
Yeah.
People are under, I think, it's just my opinion. Now, anybody on the panel can tell me if I'm wrong. I think people are understating the amount of pressure that's on Tio. Because if he goes 12 with this guy, or he happens to lose to this guy, he is going to get murdered in the press.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I think even if he gets a sloppy win, he's still got all the belts.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. He's still got all the belts, but what we're going to see, Ryan Garcia ain't shit. That's what we're going to see. Ryan Garcia.
I don't see him losing to Kambosos.
If he's fighting,
it's a fight, right? Lisa. Anything can happen. It's a fight.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah. I think Fortuna beats Ryan. To be honest,
I want Fortuna to beat Ryan.
I'm with you. I'm with you, Sammy. I'm with you.
I want him to beat Ryan. 1 second. I'm just off camera, but I'm here. Just quickly.
Ryan's been improving in that gym. Ryan's gonna have too much for Fortuna.
You think so, Lee? You think so?
Ryan's definitely one of them.
I just don't. Ryan just doesn't impress me. I mean, I see a guy with slow feet, fast hands, power, but he has no defense. He leaves his chin up in the air. He just doesn't. I don't see anything special about Garcia. Nothing.
Yeah.
He's still a work in
You
progress.
don't see anything special about Garcia.
I do see specialness in him, yeah.
I see potential,
but I think he's until I see this next fight, I'm reserving my opinion a bit more.
Well, he's fought Campbell last. Now he's fighting Fortuna. He's stepping up. He's fighting the right fights to show us what we need to see. And I don't. Yeah, I think he's got huge potential. He's not perfect at all. He's not perfect. He will get hurt and he will face losses. But I think he has the potential to go all the way.
He looked one-dimensional though in the Luke Campbell fight. I feel like his left hook was like really the only clean punch that he threw in that fight.
Yeah, he's gonna get that work.
Tony, the boxer, talk to us.
Fortuna's very awkward.
Yeah, he is.
And he's still in good nick. He's still in good condition.
Where's Tony at?
I'm right here.
What?
Let's get an opinion, brother. Let's get an opinion.
Tony. Where you at? I thought you left.
Real fast. Hold on. I'm a little distracted.
You have to go, guys, as well.
All right, you go, Sammy. You got training to do and stuff, so.
Sammy, thank you so much, bro.
Sammy's a young'un. Sammy, love you all day long. Hit me tomorrow, all right?
Thank you, Sammy, for coming by.
And thank you for the super chat.
No problem. You deserve that, LadyChann. You know
thank
what I'm saying?
you.
All the love, man.
All love. Mwah.
See you guys, yeah?
Bye.
What the hell is that, Tony?
Some street food. What's that?
Tony scared me because I thought that was something else. God damn. I was like, shit, he doesn't know his camera's on.
Tony, what you got going on over there, man?
You got a cookout.
We over here cooking some hibachi rice with some eggs in it, you know.
Oh, okay.
I like your grill. I like your grill. That's nice.
Yeah.
So what you think about this Fortuna Garcia fight?
I think Ryan Garcia is going to beat all the lightweights. I think he's going to take over. You can't talk about a bad defense and not bring up Teofimo Lopez's shitty defense. He gets up in damn near every fight he's been in. Nakatani pieced him off to the point of where he was crying about, I'll never fight another tall fighter again. Then he was fighting even
Lomachenko. Oh no, Richard Comey.
He was piecing up Tio before he got knocked out. Then Loma doesn't let his hands go for 6 rounds. Come the 7th round, Loma could have turned around backwards, closed his eyes, punched behind his head, and still fucking hit Tio. So I don't think Tio's all that he's made out to be. Now, what I do know is Ryan Garcia's got a lot of fucking power, and it comes fast. It's very quick, and he's taller than all these guys at 5'10".
Yeah.
But I think he's going to take over. I think he's going to beat Fortuna.
I don't want him to.
Winning his fight against Linares. And then I think the next fight will be Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney.
And if it's not, I'm not watching them until they fight each other. If these guys don't beat who they're supposed to beat and then fight each other, I'm done with that little 135 shit. Because I support it heavy. And I just want to see them. I just want to see them fight. They're young. Let's get it on. Fight. Don't let me wait until you guys are 30 and then up in 147 at 33 years old. 33 years old. No, they'll go to 140. Still, maybe one of them will fight. The rest will still duck each other. Then they'll all eventually move up to 147. Bar Tank. Tank's older now. And then they'll be talking about, we should have fought each other in our prime. They're all 34 talking about, we may fight each other now. No, don't do that to me because I won't be happy.
I think that those fights will happen within a year or two because he's gone from Campbell to Fortuna. Where else is there to go after that? They're going to have to start fighting each other. Yeah. The fights will come.
So let me ask this question to everybody.
Yeah.
How do we see this Loma Nakatani fight?
Yeah, this is going to be interesting this is going to be interesting because we saw what happened with Tio and Nakatani. So I want to see how Loma. I like Loma. Everyone bangs on him. Like I understand why sometimes people bang on him because Smoke was blowing up his ass. He's the golden child. Bob Arum thought he's the best thing since sliced bread. But he's a great fighter. I don't care. He's still in the runnings, in my opinion. He's dangerous to a lot of them. But the only thing is, Loma's just small. He ain't going anywhere else other than after 135. Yeah,
Facts. That's the problem. He's too small for Nakatani.
Yeah, he's tiny.
Well, I don't know.
But speed negates power. It can. And
Nakatani's dangerous.
Master. Sorry, Lise, go.
Oh, I'm sorry. Nakatani is dangerous. Look what happened when he fought what's his name?
Theo.
Verdejo.
No.
Oh.
Verdejo.
Yeah, but the thing is, Nakatani was in the hospital for a long time after he fought Tio. He had like a brain bleed or something, remember?
Oh gosh.
They were talking about that, yeah. And then he healed. Right.
Yeah.
And then he came back and then he fought Verdejo.
Yeah.
And he broke and he got knocked down a couple of times in that fight. Then Verdejo broke Nakatani's
eye socket.
Yeah. So he's a bit damaged.
He's damaged, but he's
tough as a son of a bitch.
He's tough.
Yeah, he's tough. But man, I don't know. Loma's not got like power like that. But
Loma ain't got no pop.
But Loma will outpoint you like nothing.
Yeah. If
he does get to pull that Matrix shit on him, I'm waiting to see that again because I didn't see it with Lopez. But
hey y'all, don't kill me, but I was never high on Loma. I was never high on the dude. I thought he was a hype job from the gate.
Yeah, a few people said that.
Not.
He is a hype job, but he's not. It's weird. He is, but he isn't. The dude's good. The dude is good. The dude's good. He is
400 amateur fights. You're supposed to be good. You have 400 amateur fights.
Yeah, I know.
Right.
But I don't think you can count him out. He will still give all those 4 kings until I see him fight the other 4 kings, or so, then we'll gauge it again. We'll reassess. But in my opinion, he'll still give some of them a run for their money. Not saying he'll beat all of them or whatever, but he may do, and he'll give them a run for their money. Trust me.
But here's
he would have to max out.
Is my mic working? Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Go ahead. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah. So you can't call the man a hype job when he's a 3-divisional champion. You can't do that. When he won 3 out of the 4 belts in lightweight.
Who did he beat? Who did he beat?
Loma's resume.
Well,
that's another story.
He beat Alvarez. Hold on, I'll give you a good win. He beat Gary Russell Jr. Gary Russell Jr. is still a WBC champion.
Now that's facts. I can't argue with you on that one. That's facts.
He beat the shit out of Gary Russell.
You got to give him credit, man.
Mariaga is a good name.
He could have easily said, you know what, I'm going back to fighting at 130. And then that would be the bow out. He's still sticking at 135. And I think because he wants to prove that he is good enough to be in 135 with the younger lot.
But here's the thing. Everybody thinks because Mayweather and Mayweather went up 5 divisions, Pacquiao went up 8 divisions. Everybody thinks it's easy to go up in divisions. And in reality, there's only one Mayweather. There's only one Pacquiao.
Yeah.
Nobody thinks that. Hold on, Tony. Nobody thinks it's easy. Let's stop right there. Nobody thinks it's easy. I'm just saying the dude ain't really fought nobody except for a couple guys. That's all I'm saying.
But that's not true, Shelton. I'm gonna tell you why.
At 126, there's nobody that would beat Lomachenko. Nobody. At 130, there's nobody that would beat Lomachenko in my opinion. It's only since he's going to 135 that we've seen flaws in him. I mean, every guy at 135 has different issues, and the fact of the matter is, you can be too small. He's trying to he's just too small. But his skills have put him where he is, even though he is severely outsized.
The Lopez fight was close, though. It was still close.
What's that?
The Lopez fight was close.
It was close, and you got to remember, he didn't let his hands go for 6 rounds. It still had.
You're right. You're right. Maybe I'm biased. Maybe I just don't like the dude.
You just don't like him.
Shelton, he took Nicholas Walters. He fought him. Nicholas Walters was a great
I remember Nicholas Walters.
fighter.
He was knocking everybody out, but he wasn't really, boxing nobody. He was killing everybody.
Have you noticed that nobody? Who was Loma's first loss?
There.
Who was Loma's first loss?
Oh, Salido beat the shit out of him.
Yeah, and
Salido.
Nobody ever talks about that. They act like he's like unbeaten. Like they never really bring that up.
Salido fucked him up.
Yeah, it's not mentioned as much as other people's losses. To be fair, and that's where I say he's gassed up there because they kind of skirt past that.
I mean, but he lost to a world champion. Do you get what I mean?
That's not a problem. That's not a problem, but like still acknowledge like you did lose. Like they always try to make it like he's kind of undefeated. He's not.
So I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna keep it 100. I don't think he lost that fight. I really don't. I've watched it. I used to make fun of Lomachenko for losing to Salido, but whenever I rewatch the fight, like this is what you got to look at. Salido hit him with like 1,000 shots to the nut.
I'm gonna rewatch.
Elbowed him. They took a point away from Lomachenko for no.
He did do that.
Huh?
He did do that. You're right. You're right.
He was headbutting him, elbowing him, hitting him in the nuts. They took a point away from Lomachenko, and I still believe Lomachenko beat him more rounds than Salido beat him, and that was what, his second fight?
Yeah.
That's true.
He shouldn't have been in there with a fighter like Salido in second fight. Salido was a street dog. Everybody knew that.
Yeah, and Salido was dirty as fuck too.
And talking about Pacquiao, so is he? Who's he fighting? Is he fighting? Is he fighting Bud?
Yeah. He's not stupid. He's not stupid.
You don't think he's gonna fight Bud?
Hell no, never. He ain't getting in the ring with Bud.
I think he's gonna fight. I think he's gonna fight Mikey Garcia, maybe.
I hope not.
I hope not. That's dead. Mikey Garcia.
No, I'm talking about Pacquiao.
Yeah, we're talking about Pacquiao. Is he gonna fight Bud? That's what they're.
He will never get in the ring with Bud Crawford because that's gonna be embarrassing. Bud will knock his ass out.
Yeah, Bud will. That's my favorite fighter, but he wants that big 40 million payout, not for nothing, because I think he wants to retire after that, win or lose.
Well, I do want Bud to get the money. I can't lie about that. I do want Bud to get the money, but I just don't want to see Pac go out like that. I got too much respect for Pac. He can't fight with Bud. He can't fuck with Bud or Spence.
Historically, both fighters go out to the new one. That's how they used to do it. Look at Tyson and Larry Holmes. Eventually, the old man's supposed to pass give him young lion the shot.
Yeah,
and normally
that's true.
And then pass the baton over. Yeah,
that's rare. You don't.
It'd be a good fight, but it will be humiliating for Pac-Man.
Yeah.
Think about this. More recently, look at Klitschko. The two guys who beat him, Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua, they took over the heavyweight division.
Yeah.
I would like to see Pacquiao fight, but because it would be a passing of the torch, then Earl Spence could not use any more excuses.
Right. I think Tony, I just think you want to see Pac get his head knocked off.
No. I mean, he's going to get his head knocked off, but I want him to fight him.
Who did he fight when he got sparked clean out and was on his face, Pac-Man? Who was that fight? Remember
that was Marquez. Marquez timed him perfectly.
Yeah, that was devastating. Wow.
Yeah, they've been in there 4 times, so they knew each other.
Yeah, devastating. But I still want to see the fight, but I commend him for still being active for the age that he is and not taking, easy fight.
I love Pac-Man. Pac-Man's a dog.
Yeah, so I want Earl Spence. I'm kind of done with him, you know. To be fair.
Chann, did you see the photo I told you about?
No, what was it again? Did you tell me to look at?
Oh my God.
Of
That
him?
shit.
What? Of
Oh
him
my
like
God.
200 pounds or what? Out of shape?
No. He was drunk again.
Oh, kissing on that other dude.
Yeah, that.
Yeah.
That I just. I mean, I don't know.
Rapper.
Figures. Do you play like that?
No, we don't. Leon.
Yes.
Do you play like that?
Do I play what? Sorry.
I said, do you play that picture of Spitz blowing kisses at Yellow Beezy? Do you play with your homies like that?
Did you see it, Leon?
No, I haven't seen the picture.
Well, there's video.
No, sorry, I haven't seen the video. I haven't seen anything.
Yeah, he was drunk and he was trying to kiss his, some rapper, Yellow Beezy or whatever, trying to kiss on him.
Damn.
Yeah, H did a whole show about it. It was bad. He needs to stop drinking. How about that?
Yeah, that's my problem. That's my whole issue. I think he needs to stop drinking and get his life together because he wouldn't have done that. He wouldn't have done that.
Yeah,
I can't say that though, Figures. Fight Fan Figures, I can't say that because I've never seen that man in bed with another man, so I can't go that far and call that man gay. I can say the man needs to stop drinking because I think if he was sober, he would not have done that.
Well, to me, it doesn't matter because I know guys that you could be drunk as a skunk. They're still not going to kiss on their friend.
I mean, I look at it like this. This is how I look at it. That shit gay as hell. Period. But I mean, I feel like this, man. If he is really that way, that's the way he swings, then you might as well just let it tell people. Go ahead and let people know. But I mean, it's fruity no matter how you look at it. But at the end of the day, whether he's gay, straight, whatever the fuck he is, it doesn't change his ability to fight. That's all I'm saying.
He can fucking fight. He can fucking fight. You're right about that.
Yeah, he can fight when he chooses to.
But I just don't, it's a bad look, man. It's bad for the kid. It's just a bad look. And I think he needs to be more responsible and take this game serious, man. This shit is life and death in here. You can't be drinking and blowing up to 85 in between fights.
200 even.
Because when you get in there with the elite guys, that shit's not going to bode well for you.
Nope.
Well, the thing about it is he almost lost his life. And if that didn't teach him, he ain't never going to learn. So it is what it is.
This is what I'm saying.
That's facts.
What is it going to take for him to... I think he's in his invincibility bag right now. He thinks, I went through that. I still came out the other end unscathed. And whatever's whatever. He hasn't learned his lesson at all. And then what happens is you get dealt a bigger lesson when God says, you know what, you didn't learn from that. Bam. So he needs to mind.
Yeah, to me, it's just sad. It's just sad because the guy got so much potential. The guy could be one of the greats if he takes it serious.
Yeah, but he ain't fighting no one. He ain't fighting who we need him to fight, man. Like him, them Sean Porter, they're all just talking about they need this amount of millions. Sean Porter, he's asking for more money. He's asking for more money than what he fought Errol Spence for. He fought Spence for $2 million, and now he's in the next fight. He needs when he was offered $2 million, he was like, no, that's not enough. So what do you want? $3 million? Why do you we're offering you the bag that you usually fight at?
Do you know what I think happens?
Go ahead.
And they want to say. So because he knows that Crawford's on $4 million a fight, he's thinking, well, $2 million is not enough. I'm not taking 75-25. It's like an ego thing. And it's like the same argument that Wilder had and the same argument Fury had before their rematch with Joshua. We're not taking any less than 50-50. I don't care how much money you've been in commercially. I'm not getting in the ring with you unless it's 50-50. And I think Porter's doing something similar. I know that I fought Spence for $2 million, but you're out here getting paid $4 million. If that's the case, I need more money to step in there with you. That's just how it is.
Yeah, well, Spence is undefeated. He's going to be able to work more money, but he can leverage more. Like sometimes don't watch other people's pockets. Just watch what your pocket is, and let's be reasonable here. If you want to make the fights, if someone's lowballing you, I'm the first one to say, yo, that can't run. But at the end of the day, if you're offered 2 million, 2.5, and you're still turning it down, then I can't be with you. Sorry.
Y'all don't think that he's trying to cash out for that ass whooping he gonna take?
Yeah, maybe so. Maybe so, because he's not going to win.
He probably make more money.
He probably make more
money. He probably make more money where he's at. With the
Bud gonna stop him inside of 9. If they fight, Bud stops Porter inside of 9. I guarantee it.
Bud stops Porter inside of 6.
I've been saying that. Like,
that's
I'm
a big
glad
caution.
up and on. Like, I made this prediction like over 2 years ago that Bud would knock out Porter. People call me crazy, but I'm glad that there's crazy people with me now, and I found y'all. So we're gonna be crazy together.
Oh yeah, you found us, baby.
Yeah.
I see Bud. Bud is special. I don't give a fuck what nobody said. Bud is special.
Yep, he is. He is. This is what I'm saying. So if you
stop
look at
him
Bud's
TKO,
fights, his golden rounds are like he gets people out there. Like round 4 is his devastation round. He'll get Porter out. He'll get Porter out in 6. I see
Lisa. Who you got? Who you got, Lisa?
I see Ugas beat Porter.
I got Bud. I
see Ugas beat Porter and didn't get the decision. And in my opinion, Ugas won.
Ugas whipped his ass. Ugas whipped his ass.
Yeah.
I got Bud beating on Porter, but nobody's ever stopped Porter. That's what I mean. He's tough. His footwork. I know that Bud can, but will it be a stoppage?
Well, here's what I look at, Lisa. I look at he put him on his ass. Then off of one punch. Then I look at Earl Spence Jr. also put him on his ass off of one punch. The difference with Bud is he's not a single puncher. He puts them together in combos. So,
punches in bunches.
Yeah. So I think he'll just get overwhelmed and break.
So do I, in my opinion.
I see this man.
His gas tank ain't the best.
I saw him. See, Keith don't throw him.
Who's got that feedback? Who's got that feedback? Yeah, I think it's Tommy.
Listen.
Yeah.
When Porter, I know he was younger, but when he fought Keith Thurman, he got hit. And I heard he had wound up having a concussion. He got hit with some shots that I was shocked he was able to stand up.
Yeah.
Keith Thurman got some real heavy hands.
Yeah.
I saw him get clocked, and I'm like, how is he? He grabbed onto him, I remember. I was like, how is he still standing from that? So that's why I was basing it on some of the older stuff, but
I actually don't enjoy Porter's fighting style.
Yeah, Chan, you don't like Porter.
I don't enjoy his fighting style. Like it's just all that, like those kind of like those windmill punches. I don't like it. It looks messy.
Yeah, it is. It is.
It looks.
I like it.
That's some of the best
Warrior. Those out there.
Fight fan, who you got? Who you got, fight fan?
Porter or Crawford all day long. I think it's a big call for Chann to say he knocks him out in 6 because
he does.
Porter's tough. But Crawford beats him. Crawford beats him. Crawford is one of my absolute favourite fighters. There's not much I don't like about the guy. But yeah, I see Crawford beating him. But if it's a stoppage, it's late. But I'm more leaning towards points, unanimous.
That ain't going points. It ain't going points.
I think he stops him inside of 9. I think it takes like 7, 8 rounds to break him down.
He went into He went into suspense.
Bud starts fast, and he's one of the best switch hitters of all time. He's up there. Like his how he switches from orthodox to southpaw is amazing. It's amazing.
It reminds me of Marvin a little bit. It reminds me a little bit of Marvin.
Oh yeah. What about Pernell?
Whitaker.
Pernell didn't have no pop. That was the thing. Marvin had pop.
Yeah. I just see him stopping. I see him stopping Porter in 6. It ain't going to no points. No way. Not no how. I don't see it going as long as 9 either. Nope. 6.
Let me ask the panel another question. Why is everybody just automatically writing Ugas off?
This is what I want to know.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I'm not really big on Ugas like that.
I'm not.
Nah, you need to be. Ugas is underrated. He is a great fighter. He's long, tall, rangy, got power. He's a good fighter. He's a good fighter. And I'm glad
Now
he's
you know
chance.
you know one Cuban box I loved, and it was back in the day, not too far back.
Hang on, I've got another super chat.
Casamora, and I love now Rigo.
Sorry, guys. Another super chat. Karma,
yeah.
my girl got super chat now. Everyone show Lady Chann some love. Big up, Karma.
That's right, Karma.
Thanks,
That's right.
Thanks,
Now,
my girl. Always there.
Casamayor, I used to really like him, and I like
dog. He was a dog. He was a real dog.
I'm talking about
Someone's sound
Cuban.
is real bad. Whose sound is it?
I don't know. I'm on mute.
Is it yours? No, it might be yours. It might be Shelly.
Is it me?
Mute yourself 1 sec, Shelton. Let me hear. Yeah, Shelton, right?
Hello?
Yeah, it's you, Shelly. It's you, Shelly Finkel.
Oh Lord.
So Lisa.
Don't call him that.
So check this out.
I have to laugh on camera.
I'm about to jump off to go eat this food that I just cooked, but
yeah,
Lisa,
save me a plate.
I got you, but Lisa, I'm a real big fan of Rigondeaux until he did the fight with Lomachenko. So the reason why I quit being a fan of his is they did like an interview, told his life story and all of that, right? Whenever I found out that Rigondeaux abandoned his family in Cuba, so he fled to America and left his family behind, I was like, I can't fuck with this dude. Fuck this dude.
Yeah, I didn't know that. Fuck. I need to
do I sound better?
Yeah, that's better.
But I'm about to get off and go eat this food. I appreciate you having me.
Tony, thank you. Tony.
Thanks, Tony.
Thanks for coming.
Fight fan, what do you think about this Ugas Spence fight? What you think about it?
Looking forward to it.
Me too, man. I don't know who I'm calling. Let me think. What? It's going to be biased. I'm going to tell you that. Ugas is going to have to pull out all the stops if it goes to points to get a decision, because they're going to try and make sure that Spence keeps his own. Definitely.
Right. I just don't like the fact that everybody is just saying Spence is just going to wash this dude like this dude is nobody.
I don't think so. I don't think he's going to wash him. I just think that if Spence does win, it's going to be a close call, and it's going to be like how it was with Porter and Ugas, and ending up Porter getting the decision. It's favoritism. And that's
sorry, Chann. Are we thinking Ugas is underrated, or are we more just looking at Spencer's elite? And
no, he's underrated.
I think Ugas is underrated, personally.
Spence is an elite boxer, but Ugas is underrated.
But Porter is more proven than Ugas. I get what y'all saying.
Yeah, but because Ugas can only fight who's been put in front of him. You know that old saying.
Right.
He hasn't been given the opportunity.
Right.
That's what it is. And then when
opportunity. Did he start late too?
I'm not sure of his whole history. Is he just hasn't been put into really good fights. With really not known fighters, like literally. But what showcased it was when he did fight Porter. To me, it showed how good he was, how good he is.
Right. Oh yeah, he's a great boxer. Yeah.
Yeah, we got to see him more. If you clock him more, Lisa, and maybe I'm gonna have to delve into some more fights of him. But what I've seen of him so far, I keep telling people don't sleep on Ugas, and everyone's like, nah, Ugas, he's all right. I'm like, nah, he's better than all right. Trust me. He gave Porter the business. He won that fight, in my opinion. Porter knows. When that fight was over, look at Porter's body language. Like, he thought he lost straight.
Right. Yeah, I remember now.
Yeah, he thought he lost. And that's always telling. When a fighter thinks they lost, when you see their body language like that, and then they get the decision, like, you lost. It's kind of like with Lara and Canelo. Kind of like that. Lara beat the brakes. Lara pulled out the stops on Canelo. That fight was so close. Some people will sway that Lara beat him. I kind of think Canelo just about got the edge, but not by far. And that's how it's going to be with Ugas. If he fights Errol Spence, it's going to be like that. It's going to be tight, and people are still going to edge and give it to Spence. Palmer said Wayne doesn't rate Spence at all. Yeah. Who's Wayne? Who's Wayne, Karma? I don't know. Who's Wayne? Wayne doesn't rate Spence at all. You mean Leon, or are you talking about Shelton?
Somebody in the chat.
Oh, are you in the chat? Sorry, not keeping up. Yeah, you think I'm right, Rob? 87. Hi, Rob. Hola, ¿cómo estás? ¿Todo bien? My Spanish compadres in the building. Yeah, so I'm excited to see where Ugas goes. But you have to remember, so Pacquiao is a champion in recess. So he has...
What the hell is that?
So basically, he gets first dibs to come back into the run-ins to win the belt. So, like, he's, like, number one. Doesn't matter how long he stays out inactive. As soon as he wants to fight again, it's basically the belt's on hold for him to be able to be number one to contend for that WBA belt, if I'm not wrong. Yeah.
Because that belt's been held up for a while.
Yeah, but Pacquiao was holding up that whole
Thurman was out for a while.
Yeah, but Pacquiao, I kept saying Pacquiao needed to be stripped, in my opinion. Like, since winning that belt off of Thurman, he hasn't fought since that July, 2019. He hasn't fought since then. So I don't understand. So he allowed the WBA to strip him, and then now wants to go back and fight, like, straight after you've got stripped. Why didn't you just... What was the point of that?
Because, see,
that's the title before the who it's been handed to, he becomes the champion again.
Yeah, he becomes straight the champion again if he beats whoever's... So if, say for instance, if Pacquiao wants to come back and fight Ugas, he can pull rank and say, right, Ugas, you're not fighting anyone else except for me. And then if he beats Ugas, he gets back the WBA belt. But what I'm saying is...
If he fights before Ugas, he's the champion. That's what I think.
Oh, if he fights... Really?
I think so. If he announced to fight before Ugas, they'll give him back his belt and tell Ugas he has to fight an eliminator, or tell him that Ugas is mandatory.
Oh, I thought he would have to, like, pull rank and he gets into the front of the queue and he has to fight Ugas for the belt. I don't know.
I'm saying only at this point, because Ugas hasn't fought yet.
Yeah.
If he comes back quickly enough, he can't do it yet.
Yeah,
that's what I think happens.
That whole champion recess, you're either stripped or you're not. So stupid. I think that whole champion recess thing's rubbish.
That happens sometimes when they get injury.
All the interim things and all of that. Interims, I don't understand why the interims get belts.
Me neither.
All that shit is bullshit. All that shit is bullshit.
Just so they can make more money. The sanctioning body, they just make money from it. Giving you an interim.
It's also that if anything happens to the champion, the interim it gets elevated instantly. They don't have to fight.
Yeah, I know, but why get a belt for it? Why get a belt?
Because if you're the champion, they've got that picture of you holding up the belt to say you're now the champion.
When Keith Thurman was injured, he should have been in
why
recess.
was the champion recess?
Yeah, I don't know why.
See?
But then he
relinquished
like one of the belts, or they stripped him.
They stripped him. They stripped his ass.
Oh, okay.
It's all different.
That was the WBC did it.
That was the WBC. Pacquiao's, and that one is the WBA for who he's champion recess for that sanctioning body, WBA. So I don't know. There's like You know, different.
Hey, what about me said? What about me said belts are like assholes? Every bum got one.
Yeah, that's near enough true. Near enough true. To be honest, you get belts emailed to you. You get elevated. You get de-escalated. You get like it's just you get emasculated. It's like you get every type of elated like in going like, and you get belts for all of them. Like it's just stupid at this point. Too many belts in this. Way too many belts. I lose track. I don't even understand it that much anymore. I'm just like, what, who, where, how? It's stupid. Mandatory interims. What's the difference? I'm not getting it now. It's just silly. Just strip. They need to just strip back these belts and start over again.
They should have 2 belts for each division. 2 belts for each division. That's
kind of like how MMA is. Look how MMA. So
now, let me ask you guys about these 2 fights coming up that I'm excited about.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited about Tank Barrios. And I'm definitely excited about Mel and Castaño. Oh, 3 fights. And Taylor Ramirez. I'm excited about all 3 of those fights. Give me y'all's opinion.
Well, but Shelton, sorry. What about Chisora Parker? I knew you excited for that one. That's pay-per-view in UK.
That's going to be a good fight. I'm going to watch that. That's going to be a good fight. I'm definitely going to watch it.
How much do you guys have to pay for that fight?
I got the zone, so it's free.
Oh, it's free on the zone. Okay, cool.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna definitely watch that fight. I want to see that fight. I want to see because of Parker. Only because of Parker. I want to see what Parker looks like. I know what I'm gonna get from Chisora. Everybody knows what you're gonna get from him. He's gonna come to fight.
Me too.
I just don't see the point in that fight. I do not see the point in that fight.
Chisora's always coming to fight, but the bare fact is that he loses a lot, and we have to keep paying to watch him lose all the time. It's on his own, but for us, it's pay-per-view that we have to watch it.
Wow. Well, what you guys pay, like £20?
Yeah, 20.
That's too much. That's too much for that.
It's cheap, but but I get why he hates it. But the actual, I can't remember the undercard, but what I do remember,
Jonas Taylor.
Yeah, it's a decent card.
That's cool. Richards.
Yeah, for $20 it's a night of boxing. It's not that bad. But what I'm saying is we're gonna have to keep giving PPV fights to Chisora. If he loses after this, there's no PPV fights.
I'm stopping from now.
Yeah, you're not, because we're gonna do a watch along. So you'll be on the watch along. So you're gonna have to buy it, I'm afraid.
Not about Navarrete and Diaz. I think Navarrete gonna stop him though. I think Navarrete's
stopping everybody.
I enjoy Navarrete's fights. I think Navarrete's quality.
See, I don't know enough of that. What weight cat is that?
I think it's
126. Right? No, 126.
The little dudes. Oh.
But he a big little dude.
He's a big little dude.
Yeah.
Is it a Mexican fighting? Because usually the little dudes are Mexican. No.
Yeah, they're 2 Mexicans.
Navarrete's Mexican. Yes.
Oh yeah, I think I know about this fight because it's 2 Mexicans fighting, right? Like you said. Yeah.
Hey, let me ask y'all this: do you think we could ever get Navarrete and Gary Russell?
Why?
That would be a great fight, Shan.
But I'm just not interested in Gary Russell that much. I don't know why. I'm just not that interested in Gary Russell. You guys can all.
He hardly fights, but he's a good fighter. He just doesn't fight.
Yeah, I like Gary.
I'll watch it. I'll watch it, but it's not like I'm gonna be like. I'll probably get excited.
Chance that I'll watch it if there's shit else on.
Yeah, I'll watch it. That's how it goes. Like I'll watch it. I will watch it. But I mean, and with Taylor and Ramirez has got it.
I got Taylor on that one.
That's gonna be a good fight. Ramirez is a dog, though.
Yeah, I know. They both are.
More than Prograde?
Hang on.
I don't know. Regis was a dog too. Regis is a dog.
Yeah, Regis is a dog. So is
Taylor likes all of that. Taylor's up to some of that.
So is Ramirez. I can't lie. He's
I think Ramirez will get it, but yeah, because our Joshes haven't fared well. So I'm just going by anyone that's called Josh, they ain't winning.
I got Josh Taylor. I think he's more
Warrington,
talented,
done.
but that's my opinion.
Josh Kelly, done. Now we've got Josh Taylor. He's going to be done too. You see, they're done.
It's an extremely dangerous fight for Josh Taylor.
It is.
Yeah, very dangerous.
It's dangerous for both of them. It's a very close fight.
You hope he's going to win.
Now let me ask y'all this:
It's not a hope thing.
if Taylor wins the fight, right? Say Josh Taylor wins this fight.
Mm-hmm.
How does he fare at 47? Because he's gonna move up.
He wants Bud Crawford.
This is what I
think
heard.
Crawford lights him up.
Yeah, of course. What do you think? That's facts.
Yeah, he gonna smoke him.
Taylor doesn't think so. Taylor thinks he doesn't.
Yeah, I've heard these commentaries him say but everyone's saying they think Billy Joe Saunders can beat Canelo. I'm done with like the UK just chatting shit. To be fair, like they're just not being real to themselves. Like
where are you hearing this? I'm feeling people giving him like 10% of a chance.
I give BJS 20%.
Here's the thing.
People don't think he's got much of a chance, Chan. They don't.
I got a question about
Here's the problem. Here's the problem with that fight. Number one, let's all agree, Billy Joe Saunders is not going to get a decision in America against Canelo. Let's all agree to that.
Can you guys hear me?
It's not going to happen.
Can you hear me?
I got a question.
My screen has gone totally black. I don't know what happened. Oh, there it is. Back now. Wow.
I got a question.
No, I said, yeah, go ahead, Lisa.
Billy Joe Saunders is complaining about the officials or the judges.
No UK judges allowed.
Say that again,
That's what I'm saying.
They
not going to give. That's what I'm saying, Lisa. They're not going to give Billy Joe Saunders a decision against Canelo. He's not going to win a decision. And I don't think he has no power to stop the dude. So how does he win?
He doesn't win. Well, he gives Canelo problems, but he doesn't win. And at the end of the day, I've got a piece coming out. Like I said this, I think when we was on live the other night with all of us, I said if I was Billy Joe Saunders, I would have slapped Eddie Hearn. And I like Eddie Hearn, but Eddie Hearn has set him up to fail because Eddie Hearn said he was going to have at least one UK judge on the panel. No UK judge. It's already going to be on Cinco de Mayo in Texas. All of the odds are all of the odds are against BJS.
Who picks the judges though? Who gets to pick the judges?
I think the promoter can allocate a judge. Like it's got to be fair. Like you can't just have 3 US judges. And one of them's Mexican American. Like one's Mexican American, one's another American, and the other 2 are American. Like that's not fair. That's not fair.
But he was also upset, saying that when he negotiated the purse, that was on no crowds with COVID.
No crowds.
Now we've got crowds. He feels he's been undercut. So he's really.
Yeah. So he's pissed off. Have you seen all?
He should be. They got 70,000 tickets sold. He should be pissed.
Yeah. Have you seen the press conference, the virtual press conference that he did with Canelo? Billy Joe Saunders looks mad impressed. Go and watch it. It's on Matchroom. Eddie's doing it virtually.
Okay.
Mad unimpressed. You can see he is sulking, but he's in great shape. He's in great shape. I do love Canelo. He's one of my favorite fighters. But at the end of the day, Billy Joe Saunders, all the odds are against you. Even if he knocked out Canelo and Canelo got counted out, it would still be a draw.
They better hope Billy Joe show up. They better hope he show up.
Do you think that if Billy Joe was to win, it would be a bigger shock than when Fury beat Klitschko?
It'd be bigger than Tyson versus Douglas.
It would be a bigger upset than that.
It'd be bigger than Tyson versus Douglas. It would be bigger than Tyson versus
Douglas and Tyson.
If who?
BJS is
if Billy Joe Saunders beat Canelo, it would be bigger than Tyson versus Douglas. It would be bigger.
No, it wouldn't. Come on.
It'd be the same. Who is giving him a chance, Lisa? Who is giving him a chance to win this fight?
No, not
who
that.
gave Buster Douglas a chance?
No, it wouldn't be a big
literally
nobody.
Listen,
it's the same thing. Nobody.
No, you said Fury beating Klitschko. I said it would be a bigger upset than that because Klitschko.
Oh yeah, it'd be bigger than that.
Yeah,
it'd be bigger than that.
Klitschko was reigning for 10 years. It was a big deal, but I mean, it's kind of like it's reigned for 10 years. All right, someone's going to knock you off, innit? But Canelo with all the money that's been pumped up into him, and he's just left that bad deal with Golden Boy and all of that, and come to Eddie Hearn, and all this money and all of this PR machine's been generated behind him. Do you think he's gonna be allowed to lose against Billy Joe Saunders? Are you crazy? It's
Billy Joe got to knock him slap out. He got to knock him spark out.
They'll revive him. They'll give Canelo a 30 count to get up. They'll be like, no, we're gonna extend the count. He can take a minute till he gets up. He'll be back in the fight. Trust me, Billy Joe.
That would be so massive. That would shake the whole boxing world to its core. That would be so massive.
I would love it to happen. I'd love it to happen. I would love it, but unfortunately, I operate from reality, and it's just not going to happen. So yeah, we may as well.
It's not going to happen. Yeah, he can't win this fight. He gonna get paid, but he can't win this fight.
Yeah, so he's going to lose the belt.
So why ain't they giving him his official? That's not right.
LadyChann just told you.
Okay, yeah, she just told me. Yeah,
because it's designed. And this is what I'm saying. Eddie represents both of them. And Billy Joe Saunders is like, even in the press conference, he's like, so Eddie was talking about, you know, when Canelo goes on to fight Caleb Plant. And Billy Joe Saunders was like, hold up, you have to beat me first before you talk about that fight. Eddie's just overlooked him. Like, yeah, anyway, after you, there's going to be Caleb. So, like.
You know what would be the same position as well? I think Dillian White would be in the same position if he fought Joshua. Eddie Hearn would favour Joshua so much. I think it would be a similar thing.
Yeah, he did favour Joshua so much, but Joshua was, in a way, was to be favoured because Dillian White came on as like a fight-by-fight deal kind of type of thing, and they've only grown in camaraderie kind of like now. Whereas Joshua was always straight from the Olympics and all that, so he was always went to Eddie Hearn's stables. So he's going to be, he makes Eddie Hearn a whole lot of money. Whereas Dillian White started to make Eddie Hearn money, but not in the same capacity as Joshua. So at the end of the day, he's a bit loyal and that. But with the Canelo and BJS, like BJS was with Hearn. He came from Frank Warren and went on to Hearn before Hearn got Canelo. So they're kind of both new to Hearn. But Hearn is showing fanboy favoritism to Canelo all day long. So Billy Joe Saunders is in his right.
What is that noise?
That's the ice cream truck.
Yeah, he's got ice cream.
Let me mute it in case they copyright strike me.
Yes.
With the music.
Yeah, hold on.
Somebody owns it. Trust me. Somebody does.
Yes.
Yeah, so I would be pissed off at BJS. I mean, at Eddie Hearn, if I was BJS myself, I would be making all of the odds against me. And you said 2 things was going to happen, and now 2 things are not going to happen. So yeah, so he's going to lose his belt. Unfortunately.
Wow.
And it's going to be an acrimonious split for Matchroom.
Yep, and then it goes.
Oh yeah.
I want to do a show when we're all fresh though, talking about this new move. Just waiting for more information to come through, but I already got told. Spence already said like he was leaving Sky. Anyhow, I'll put out the piece tomorrow on it. Like Spencer telling me this about a week ago or 2 weeks ago. Spencer's been saying it on all platforms. Like
I just think it means more money for UK fighters. So yeah,
I need to weigh it up. I need to really, you know, when you need to like dive in and see where the pros and cons are, and then I feel a bit more comfortable talking about it, and we could do a panel and talk about it. But also, guys, I am going to wrap it up. But also, I don't know if you'd be interested, but I was speaking to a couple of people, and I want to do a panel where I'm going to be the moderator. I'm not going to be pro or against. We're going to do LDBC panel v non-LDBC panel. That's going to be amazing. So that's in the works. So if you guys want to be on panel for obviously the non-LDBC side, or pick your panel. You never know. You might want to be. Lisa might be like, yeah, I'm going over there. So I don't know.
No, never.
Pick a side, but that's going to be an amazing debate. And I've already got confirmation by someone that is an LDBC member. So, and they want to do it. So we get it done. I think that's an amazing idea, and just let everybody scrap. That's gonna be fucking wild.
What's the topic?
LDBC, who they support, Wilder and Errol Spence against us lot that have sense.
Oh no, I meant. Oh, okay. I thought it was like a topic. Okay,
No,
it's just
that's the topic.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the topic. So they're going to be pro Wilder, pro Errol Spence, and the other side's going to be not anti Wilder, not anti Errol Spence, but anti all of the bullshit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah. So
where do I fit in this? Because I'm kind of like in the middle.
You down in the middle. We're going to throw you over to Fanon, mate. Like, he's out the LDBC. You can go hang with him. Neutral zone. That's where we're throwing you, Lee. You can't be a moderator like me. You got to pick a side.
Look, I like Wilder. I like Spence.
Yeah, you're right down the middle, ain't ya? You better have a good night's sleep and think about which side of the street you're gonna be on. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, that's what. Thanks, Shelton. No worries, Shelton. And that's what I'm gonna do. And then on Sunday, guys, I'm gonna put it on the community. But I've got a guy that's an expert in boxing gloves, and he's seen me, talk to Blue about, the whole Wilder thing, and he's like, I'm going to let you know. He's from the UK. I'm going to let you know about all of these gloves. Because like me and Lisa said, we don't know about gloves. I don't know about gloves. So it'd be good to get someone on, and he's just going to speak about what these specific gloves do, what they look like. He also sells gloves. He sells all boxing equipment. So, yeah, and he has a boxing channel as well. So stand by for that. That's going to be on a Sunday, I think, at 6 p.m. UK time. Okay. So stand by for that. And then I think on Monday we do something. I think that will maybe be me on Pep Talk. But stand by. I'm going to keep everyone in the loop, though. Everyone in the loop. But I'm definitely going to get onto this LDBC, the world, the rest of the world. And
before you shout that, though, Shan,
yeah,
I want to congratulate you on your first live with the Superchats.
I know.
Yes, congratulations.
No, but you guys all gave me money. Thank you. Well, I'm definitely looking forward to running some good competitions, man. Some great competitions, so we can win some. So subscribers can win some stuff, and yeah, we'll go from there. And new laptop, whatever. But yeah, definitely putting it all back into the channel. Because you always need new lights. These lights, I've actually got 3 beauty lights, but right now I've got 2. Everything always keeps, adding up. You need to buy this, you need to buy that, and I just want to make the channel grow and be a great channel, And you guys are all great, man. Like, I'm very flattered and honored that you guys. Woody. I'm from Hackney and Poor. Bruv, even if you sent me 99p, you didn't have to. It's not about the amount. Trust me. It's about your intention. Thank you so much, Woody. Thank you. Give a round of applause. Karma Serene, Lisa, everybody that's super. Ola, everyone, Leon.
Thank you for having me.
Everyone that super chatted. Thanks so much. It's always a pleasure, Lisa, and everyone that comes on panel. Have mad fun. H Money, thanks for passing through. He's just been banging about Tyson Fury in the chat. Oh God, you know him. But so keep posted to the community tab, because I'm going to put some stuff up there. I'm going to run another poll. I want to see a couple things, and then we shall reconvene, guys. So we'd be signing now. I'll be saying, hey, LadyChann, rep none less. Come Box with Chann. Gone. That's the